So we think that invention is important in terms of addressing big challenges. One of the opportunities for philanthropy and contributing by supporting invention, innovation, and also entrepreneurship, because we think it's critical to get it out into products and businesses, is that we can help to identify problems that are worth solving. So we think about it in the context of impact inventing. We like to focus on problems and invention around those problems that will have positive social impact, because there are lots of things you can use invention for, but not all of them are going to have positive social impact. We also believe it's important to do inventing that is environmentally responsible. We need to change our relationship with the planet and ensure that we have a sustainable future. And we also need to think about inventions in the context of becoming financially self-sustaining, because the best way we know for inventions to have their impact is to reach people through products and businesses. So as we step back and think about that, the opportunity for philanthropy is actually to encourage an environment that fosters innovation and invention, but also allows for the entrepreneurship that will take those ideas forward to reality. So we think that invention can both address basic human needs and also allow people to lift themselves out of poverty. And the way of doing that is, first of all, you need to start with that which you have. So people who are inspired to address those problems, ensure that they are using strong principles from science, technology, engineering, and math as a way of underpinning, because we know that that allows for scalable, manufacturable products. But they also have to be deeply in tune with the communities they're working with, so they need to not only project what they think are the solutions, but actually be talking to the people who are going to use the solutions, learn about their problems in a really first-hand way. Always thinking about the third component, so the science, the engineering, the problem we're solving, but also the piece of how do we turn it into a business? How do we create a product that has sufficient value that people are going to want it and buy it? I think that there's always a risk that you run, and I think that's one of the beauties of philanthropy, that we can be in a position, speaking from a foundation perspective, to take that risk, but also to be in it for a long haul that some other types of funders or investors can't do. So we look to partner with others who have complementary interests in order to bridge what may be a long-haul investment to see something through, to see whether it's going to materialize. I don't think one ever knows at the starting point whether it's a good idea. One needs to have expert input. One needs to build milestones along the way to check the viability of intermediate progress towards success. But sometimes you just need patience. I think it's really important for us all to reflect on where our niche is in terms of filling the gaps along that path. And I think particularly, governments need to reflect on building capacity for the long haul. Philanthropy needs to also think about capacity, but also the opportunity to take risk and be in it for a longer haul. Because we don't have the same kinds of near-term pressures, we can actually commit to a goal and see it through. But I also think that people who are out there in the nonprofit communities need to think about their own accountability in delivering on products and performance, and think about themselves in a more business-like way. Academics need to think about their role in creating information that will inform the directions going forward. But I think what I'd love to do is see a greater involvement of people in inventing and innovating about new approaches and having a freedom to experiment and explore, because I think that's how we're going to get to those disruptive changes for the future.